Good morning, Fiero fans. Well, it's that time, or at least the time to start. Yep, we're gonna start locating and center drilling the spot welds on here in preparation for removal of the old frame rails and trunk corners. Yep, that exists. That exists. But it won't when I'm done with it. So I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take from start to finish. So you might see this in a couple months, you might see it in a year. But it doesn't get finished if you don't make a start on it. Well, I got one piece out. Still a little bit of that crap remaining here, but I can deal with that easily enough. I just gotta move the tire and the brake hose out of the way, and I can easily drill out those spot welds and remove the rest of that rusty crap. As for the trunk corners though, I think they're just gonna have to come out with the frame rails, pretty much the same way I got them off the red Fiero, because there's a few spot welds up in here that tie this into the main rail structure, and I can't get at those very easily. But I can get at the spot welds out here a hell of a lot easier. So I got most, if not all, the spot welds to make sure that they do. We're moving right along. We're moving right along. Hopefully, before the snow falls, I can at least get one of the rails, new rails tied in. That I don't have to worry about compressing springs. Thankfully my cradle nuts didn't break loose from the frame on me. Awesome. Good on jack stands. Got double support down here. Next step, plan where I want to make my cuts, splices. And we all know what comes next.
A few moments later.
Well, with my main camera down today, I couldn't film all the stuff that I wanted to, but I did get the driver's side rail off. Here it is in all of its rusted out glory. And I have started some of the prep work on the fresh piece here. I still gotta do away with that seam filler, because that'll screw up the weld if I don't. And also working on prepping the surfaces in here for the same thing and reasons. And for that, I'm just using a drill with a wire brush, which seems to be making pretty quick work of it. Now I imagine probably the next day or Sunday I'll be able to at least tack weld this piece in there. And if I'm quick enough about it, actually get good substantial welds on the rail and some good welds in place along here. I got a little bit of daylight left, so I'm gonna keep at it and put you back on when I go to finish prepping this piece. Before we go ahead and start, figured I'd show you what we're doing here. So it took a lot of custom grinding to get this all to fit, but we've got this clamped in place, and we've also got an extra piece of metal in here for extra reinforcement. We're gonna tack it up here, tack it here, then once that's done, then we can do the majority of the structural welds. I'm working at night to try to get most of this done. Fun. Well, after a lot of farting around with the welder and the wind and me not having enough experience to know to clean everything more, we did manage to get some solid welds on here. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon, so I'm not worried about it coming apart while I drive it. But now we're going to move on to the final step for this side. And that's going to be applying a few coats of POR 15 before day's end. Well, here we go. That is 2 coats of POR 15 laid on. Now I just got to give this a few hours to dry before I even think about recovering the car, which won't be until after sundown, but that's okay. I even got the inside of the trunk corner here. I left the holes in the spot welds as they were. I simply did not have the confidence in my welding skill to do so. So I made sure to get the bristles of the brush in there so to coat it nice and well. I even brushed this up a little bit because there is some surface rust showing on that. Even got these 2 brackets here. Little bit of a mess made, but as long as I got this covered, I am happy with it. Got that covered. So I think I'm gonna cut this video off here. It's gonna be long enough as it is. The passenger side frame rails, I think, is just gonna be another video in of itself, because that's going to require a little bit more work on that, especially when it comes to fabricating this section, which is all bent up on the replacement rail. And we'll also be getting the new battery tray in there at the same time that we do this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this this big step in this project. It's certainly good to see a big step completed in helping preserve the longevity of this car. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed what you saw today, hit that like button, give it a share, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.